For generations, the children of Israel lived under the rule of a king who believed he was more than a man, a ruler who called himself divine, a Pharaoh whose power stretched across the mighty land of ancient Egypt. But one man would stand before him, not with an army, not with gold, but with faith. His name was Moses, known in Islam as Prophet Musa, peace be upon him. Musa was born at a time when Pharaoh had ordered the killing of newborn Israelite boys. Fearing a prophecy that one would rise against him, Pharaoh chose oppression over mercy. But destiny cannot be stopped. A baby basket floats along the Nile River. By Allah's will, Musa was placed in a basket and set upon the river, only to be found and raised in Pharaoh's own palace. Years later, after fleeing Egypt and receiving revelation on Mount Sinai, Musa returned not as a prince but as a prophet. He stood before Pharaoh and delivered a message clear and bold. Worship Allah alone. Free the children of Israel. Pharaoh refused. Sign after sign was shown, miracle after miracle. Yet Pharaoh's heart remained hardened. And so, under divine command, Musa led his people out of Egypt by night. They traveled quietly, guided by faith and urgency. But when morning came, in the distance, Pharaoh's army. In front of them stood the vast waters of the Red Sea. Behind them, the most powerful army of their time. The people shout, "We are trapped." Musa turns to his people and says with unwavering certainty, "No, indeed my Lord is with me. He will guide me." This was the moment. No escape, no weapons, no strategy, only trust. Then revelation comes. Allah commanded Musa, "Strike the sea with your staff." Musa steps forward to the edge of the Red Sea. Waves crash violently. The sky darkens as if nature itself is holding its breath. He raises his staff. The music cuts to silence. Then he strikes. A thunderous roar explodes across the screen. The sea begins to split. Water rises upward into towering walls on both sides. A dry path forms between them. The children of Israel stand in shock. The narrator's voice trembles with awe, and the sea parted, not into mud, not into shallow water, but into towering walls, held back by the command of the Creator of the heavens and the earth. Wind rushes through the newly opened path. Musa turned to his people. "Move." They begin walking, then running, across the seabed. Children clutch their mothers. Elders are helped forward. Fear slowly transforms into hope. Behind them, Pharaoh arrives at the shore. He stares at the impossible sight before him, a path through the sea. Pride fills his eyes. If the sea has opened for them, Pharaoh declares, it will open for me. Against all reason, he commands his army forward. Chariots race into the divided sea. But miracles are not for tyrants. They are signs. The last of the children of Israel reach the other side. Musa stands watching. Pharaoh and his army are now deep between the walls of water. Then the command comes. The walls begin to tremble. Pharaoh's expression changes from pride to fear. Water crashes inward with unstoppable force. Waves consume chariots. Soldiers disappear beneath the torrent. The sea returns to its natural state as if nothing had happened. In that moment, Pharaoh declared belief. But belief at the edge of destruction is not the same as faith in humility. The sea settles completely, and thus ended the reign of a king who claimed divinity, drowned by the very creation he thought he controlled. The story of Musa at the Red Sea is not just history. It is a lesson in trust, in courage, in standing firm when escape seems impossible. When fear said, "You are trapped," faith said, "Allah will make a way." For over 3,000 years, this moment has echoed across scriptures and hearts. A reminder that no power, no empire, no army stands above the will of the Most High. After Musa, peace be upon him, and his people crossed the sea and were saved from Pharaoh and his army, they witnessed the sea close over their oppressors, a powerful sign of Allah's justice and mercy. Musa led them into the wilderness. where Allah provided them with manna and quail for food and water from a rock, and shaded them with clouds. Soon after, Musa was called to Mount Sinai to receive the Torah, guiding his people with divine law. Yet despite these miracles, some among them fell into the trial of worshiping the golden calf during his absence, showing that their journey after freedom was not only about escaping tyranny, but about learning faith, patience, and obedience to Allah. When the path disappears and the enemy closes in, remember the sea that once split in two. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. See you in the next episode.